right. Y'all, I am out here. I'm going to take care of a quick harvest. I'm sorry. Hello, and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. My name is Kim. I live in Southwest Ohio, and I am going to harvest a few turnip greens this late evening, afternoon, late in the day. I have a friend getting ready to head over this way to pick up a few vegetables and things. And this bed right here, y'all, it's in my way. I need to get it cleaned out so I can keep working on the garden. And in order to do that, I got to get all of these turnip greens out. That's been going since April. You heard me, April. They've been going since April, but we're going to clean them all out right now, today. And Mom's going to help me. Where did you go? Stop hiding. I know you're not used to seeing me dressed up. Usually when you see me in my garden, I got on my garden clothes, but today I'm kind of dressed up. A couple friends and I went out for a nice dinner, so I got to put on some real clothes for once. And yes, I'm going to harvest these in my real clothes. One of the other things that I did, I got to put on my fancy jewelry. I am working with a company called Otterspirit, and they have some of the most amazing gemstones. And they're, I don't know, AAA, AA, something like that. But they're really, really nice gemstones that they sent me a sampling of. And I think that they're amazing and they went well with my outfit today. So let me cut in a quick clip and tell you a little bit about Otterspirit.
For every sale, this company donates $1 to the protection of wild sea otters. At one point in time, the sea otters were almost extinct, and there are different organizations out there trying to protect them and get their numbers back up. They produce a variety of gemstones in the forms of bracelets and necklace and earrings, but all of those gemstones are AAA rated, and they are creating these small gifts so they can give back and help with the protection of sea otters. Otter Spirit is an amazing company. They sent me 3 different bracelets for me to wear and enjoy. They asked me to look at everything they had and choose 3 bracelets. And that's what I did. I chose a bloodstone, which means I'm a force to be reckoned with. And it was absolutely gorgeous. Here's my mother pulling it out just so we can see just how gorgeous it is with those stones. That was the first of the 3 bracelets I chose. I had no idea what the bracelet meant or anything. I just picked it because it was pretty. I didn't know that it had other meanings. For example, what zodiac sign, the chakra, and things of that nature. It was all about protection and strength for the bloodstone. Each one of their gemstones tells a unique story. They work exclusively with natural gemstones, and they ensure that each bead is authentic. The stones are hand selected. They want to make sure they're showing the most vivid hues and make sure that it's exceptional quality. Each bracelet is handmade and it features a stainless steel otter medallion on it, and they're guaranteed for 2 years with no questions asked. On the screen, you can see the other 2 bracelets that I chose, which fits perfectly with my personality and style.
So Otterspirit asked me to give my honest opinion of the gemstones. And y'all, there were so many to choose from. I had the hardest time picking out my favorites. So as I was picking out my favorites, I didn't even think about meanings or anything like that. Some of them deals with zodiac and moods and all of that kind of stuff. I didn't even think about that. In my mind, I just looked at what was pretty. And for the 3 gems or the 3 bracelets that I picked out, y'all, this is what the meaning of those 3 bracelets are. So I'm just going to put it up here for you to read. And y'all, that's right on the money. When I think about myself Those are the three things: being calm, being strong, being confident. All of those things are important to me. The other thing that I really like about it is the fact is that they're giving back, they're donating back to the otter wildlife because they were almost extinct not too long ago. And with the help of them and many other people, they are starting to come back. And I'm all about life. I want everything to live, including my vegetables, until I put them in my stomach anyway. Anyway, let me get these what are these? Turnips. Let me get these turnip greens picked. Now, usually I eat the greens. I don't care for turnips. And these things have been in here, like I said, since April. I don't know if these turnips are any good or not. I know these greens, some of them are going to be okay, and some of them are going to be like this right here. But my friend can pull them off and get them together to find out what's good and what's not. And there's a really nice size one right there. Pull them all out, Mom. I told her I was giving her everything. My friend's father, we call him Grandpa. So if you've been on my channel before, you've heard me talk about Grandpa. He loves turnips. I hate turnips. And so the only reason I grew this type of green is for him. Now, Mom believes they've been in the bed too long, and maybe they have. We'll just have to find out. But we're going to get this quick harvest in. Oh, before I finish talking about Otter Spirit, I don't want to forget. There'll be a link below if you're interested in their gemstones, and they're all different colors and shades and just textures and things of that nature. So you probably could pick out something for every outfit and every mood, but the link will be below for you. But now we're going to concentrate on these turnips. We're not going to weigh or anything like that. I'm just going to put down in the book we grew turnip greens. And then tomorrow, I can move this bed because there is nothing left on this bed. That wasn't turnips. That's not a turnip. Leave it in there though. That's a radish. That's a Korean radish. Oh, look at this one. Look, that's a turnip right there. Y'all, look at that big old turnip. Woo-wee. Is that a meal by itself? No, not really. All I know is it's a nice big turnip. There's a couple nice sized ones in there. I think I gave her turnips early in the year too. I think I did. You want to be picking her some green tomatoes? That'll be a surprise. She said she's going to have her sister cook the turnips for Grandpa. I guess she got the recipe. And y'all, these must be very important people to me because I don't believe in harvesting green tomatoes, but I am going to harvest a few green tomatoes just for them because Grandpa likes green, fried green tomatoes. He'll eat them breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you let him. So we're going to give him some green tomatoes. He's the only person I'm giving green tomatoes to. I've had people come by. Can I have some green tomatoes? Absolutely not. Yeah, you can give them. It is hard for me to pull a green tomato. Ooh, that is so hard for me to do. But this is for Grandpa. Grab a couple more from over there, Mom. Those next two big ones up high. Give them those two. Let's see if I can find a couple green tomatoes because this, oh, that's kind of heavy. Here are the turnip greens and the turnips that they're going to have to pick through and get the dead leaves and stuff off. My friend, we call her Angie, she told me that her dad had a dream one time that he was eating vegetables from my garden. So you know I am going to keep Grandpa full of all the vegetables he need. You don't want to get those two? Okay. They look too pretty or something? Oh, well, I don't know how they should be. I don't know if you see this right here, but I'm down to my very last cantaloupe. I was getting 2 falling off a day for a while there, but just know not one went to waste. We ate all of them, or they're still in there to be enjoyed. So no loss, but they're coming in really, really close together from a time standpoint. And there's a few more little bitty cantaloupes out here throughout my garden, but y'all, I think it's too late. I don't think we're going to get any more after that one. And there's more okra right here. Mom, you picking okra this weekend? You giving Miss Angie all the okra? Okay, but what about this that's coming in? That's going to have to be harvested tomorrow. That's what I'm trying to find out. Okay. You see how big and pretty they are? That's why I'm like, you really want to give them my tomatoes? Well, what about that one? I see a little hue of red on that one. So you gonna fry you one? All right, let me get the shears and get the rest of the okra. Oh, I'm not going over there. That's too far. Okay. I might be giving her more food than she can handle, but she can always give it to others. Here, if you'll take these 2 okra, I got a couple tomatoes. This one is ripening just a little bit. That one's barely blushing, but here's 2 really nice tomatoes where they can have some fried green tomatoes along with all of this right here. Plus, y'all, that's not everything. So y'all, that's a lot of food. They're going to have to give it to some family and friends in addition to grandpa. But this is the harvest for today. I'm not putting anything on the scales. It's not like that. This is all about gifting. And so this will not be weighed, but we'll put this along with some things inside that we're going to give to our wonderful family friends. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Mom's over there picking a few more things from the garden just so we don't have to do anything with it while I'm out of town and she's home by herself with the girls. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back here again real soon at Kim's Cozy Corner. Bye.